Hey guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Tyler Perry's new studio lot that he's building um, in Atlanta on a Confederate monument of all places. I'm really supportive of this because while I haven't always been a fan of Tyler's movies, I've always been a fan of his entrepreneurship. I think his movies were kind of repetitive and they kind of told the same story over and over. I mean, Diary of a Mad Black Woman was good. Medea's family reunion, but after that, it was kind of the same story over and over. It's kind of like the comic book movies now. It's like once you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all. So I really lost interest in a lot of his films. Towards like 2006, 2007 ish, and especially 2010 and 11 ish. I mean, the Medea character is something that's iconic and it's always going to stay with us in our pop culture, but never really was, really wasn't a diehard fan. Well, was a diehard fan when he was doing the plays and he was on the come up in the first couple of films, but after that, he got kind of old and really didn't care for it anymore. But I will say, like I stated previously, the fact that he has his lot and so many black actors and black directors and black filmmakers were held back over the centuries since the very beginning of Hollywood, since like 1915 or so, with W.D. Griffin's Birth of a Nation, till now, and so many other black actors never really got, and black directors and black filmmakers never really got the recognition they deserve. And he's doing this for them, for the past generation and the future generation, um, to advance the cause of black filmmaking. That I support, even though you know I said whatever people are doing to advance, to eradicate discrimination in society on the basis of race is good in any field, even filmmaking. And I read in an article that he's opening up a lot of um, places for at-risk youth, LGBT people, and homeless people in the city of Atlanta. So not only is he doing something that's gonna set the world on fire in terms of movies, but he's doing something for his community in Atlanta. So I can't really begrudge him or hate him for that. Like I said, whether you like the Medea character, you like his films, it's your personal prerogative, but you can't begrudge the man for doing something positive and working hard and becoming really successful. He's, that's my thoughts on it. I don't really see why the Medea character was such a controversy. I mean, so what? He wore a dress. I mean, so many people in Hollywood of all ethnicities have dressed in drag since the beginning of Hollywood and even before. Hell, look at freaking Shakespeare. Shakespeare was all all the characters in Shakespeare were all um, they were all men. Romeo and Juliet. Juliet was a man. Juliet was Jules. You know what I mean? So dressing in drag and on stage and in films is nothing new, and I don't see really a racial motivation behind that. It's just me personally. I know people like to quote Francis Cress Welsing about the feminization of black males, and maybe there's some truth to that theory, but I don't I don't particularly see it in a lot of Tyler's films. Like I said, my main gripe with the Tyler's films and the TV show was the repetitiveness, not necessarily him dressing in a dress, because like I said, that's nothing new. Dressing in drag is nothing new. We saw with Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams, he was Caucasian. We saw with Flip Wilson on his show in the 70s. I mean, it's acting. It's not real. So, and plus, Tyler really wasn't telling other people to dress in dresses. He was just playing a character, a typical matriarch, and this character became a staple of pop culture. Peace.